Hi, it's Barbie. Welcome to the middle of the road. So today we've gotten quite a few little tidbits that have come up we need to talk about. The Supreme Court has just come out and said that all the lower courts don't know their ass from a hole in the ground unless they are voting in favor of El Presidente. Forget the Constitution, forget all the laws that have passed, forget all that shit because it doesn't matter. It's going against him. So that's just lovely, isn't it? So there's no justice for the rest of us, but there's only justice for him. And it's not even justice since it's against the law in most cases anyway, right? I mean, putting military on the streets of America is against the law. Quasi comitatus act, right? You know, all these things. No due process to the people that they're deporting. I mean, there's American citizens that are sitting in ICE detention camps who they won't believe are American citizens. This is how bad things are. Journalists are being arrested for no damn reason. Protesters are being arrested and attacked for no reason. For no reason. We've seen the videos. You can't sit there and say, oh, well, there was this. No, there wasn't. We saw the video. We saw the video. There's multiple videos in a lot of these cases. So, yeah. So there's no justice system anymore, it seems, according to the Supreme Court, what they've just said. And then the other thing that came out today was that the Epstein birthday book came out, right? The estate handed over to the Oversight Committee. And it's there. Now, the White House has now already come out and said, that's not his signature. That's not his signature. Well, by God, yes, it is his signature. We've seen his signature. That is his signature. We know that he does little stick drawing kind of things. Mainly, most of the time, it was buildings. But, yeah, it's his. But here's the thing I want to know is who else is in the book. I know that they wanted to get that little tidbit of information out. But see, I am more interested in the other... Let's say if it's a 100-page book, how about the other 99 pages? How about that? How about if we go after the 100 and other folks that are out there that contributed to this book? Because they were evidently close enough to Epstein to be invited to fill out a page for the book, right? This was an invitation-only situation. So who are the rest of these people? Who else is in the book? We need to know, right? I think so. So another thing, let's talk about Mike Johnson, our dear little House Speaker. He's such a dweeb. He is such a dweeb. He's such a little man. He is. He's the guy that lives with this preacher dude in Washington, D.C. He doesn't have his own apartment, right? He lives with some evangelical whack job. And he's also, this is the kind of person Mike Johnson is. He also has married his daughter so that she will stay pure until he hands her over to her husband. Now, Mike Johnson, I don't think is doing anything funky. I think he did that because all of his buddies told him he needed to do that. But I personally think that he's secretly on the other side of that railroad track. If you get my meaning. You know? Yeah. He's got the tendencies to be secret. It's just real sad that you can't live your authentic self. You have to go around in a parade. Anyway, so dear little speaker, he last week went and ran his mouth when he was trying to defend El Presidente from the Epstein situation. And he's going, oh, well, he was an informant. He was the one that told. He was blah, 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 blah. You know what informants have, right? Informants have information. So what he was basically telling us is that Trump knew everything that was going on with Epstein, but he did not want Trump to be on the bad side. But see, Trump couldn't be on the good side of that because that means that he knew. That means he still knows. Right? So they've drugged that back now. Yeah. Now he's not. Now they're trying to come up with something else. Now they're saying, oh, he didn't write that. That doesn't sound like him. Yes, it does. It sounds like a third grader wrote it. Everything, if you ever listen to Trump speak, he speaks on a third grade level. He speaks on a third grade level. I mean, I can see him writing something like that. Then they said, oh, well, that wasn't his signature. Yes, it was. Again, yes, it was. That was his signature. We've seen it. We have ways of comparing that. And yeah, that's his signature. So, yeah. They think that we're so stupid. This is the problem. And they also think that we're just not going to do anything. We're just going to lay around and watch them do this. And I understand right now we are, because right now we really are in a situation that we keep thinking, well, something's going to happen. Something's going to click, and then all of a sudden this is going to all fall apart. And it doesn't seem that that's the way that it's going to go. However, you know, I was watching a deal on Marie Antoinette last night, and it takes one thing. One tiny thing. That's all it took for the French Revolution. It was one thing. One final straw. So, my question to the regime is, what do you think that straw is going to be before the American people come for your ass? We're a rowdy bunch, you know? You kind of forget, you know, you think that maybe you're dealing with British folks who are a little bit more refined and more cultured. But see, us American folks, we're just a bunch of hillbillies. And we know things. So, what's going to be the final straw? What do you think it is? Maybe put it down in the comments. This will be an interesting conversation. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you to the bottom of my heart. Dude, absolutely. Take it easy. Peace out.